In the quiet town of Green Pines, a place where nothing out of the ordinary ever happened, an astonishing discovery changed everything. The year was 2125, and Earth had transformed into a high tech world of endless skyscrapers, flying cars, and artificial intelligence. But despite all these advancements, humankind still hadn't made contact with extraterrestrial life. Scientists probed the stars, sent signals into the vast darkness, and waited for any sign of response, but the cosmos remained silent, or so everyone thought. It all began when Dr. Alan Mercer, a reclusive scientist working in a small observatory on the outskirts of Green Pines, noticed something peculiar. Dr. Mercer had dedicated his entire life to studying stars and mapping constellations, and he had an uncanny ability to spot even the slightest irregularity in the night sky. One evening, while scanning a cluster of distant stars, he picked up a faint rhythmic signal. At first, he thought it was a glitch in his equipment, a minor malfunction from years of wear and tear. But as he tuned in further, the signal grew stronger and more complex, resembling nothing he had ever seen. Intrigued, Dr. Mercer decided to record the signal and analyze it. He spent hours at his computer, breaking down the sound waves, searching for patterns. What he discovered was remarkable. The signal had a distinct repeating pattern, almost like a code. It wasn't just random noise, it was too structured for that. Dr. Mercer couldn't shake the feeling that he was onto something big, something that could change the course of history. He named the signal Astra. As news of Astra spread, scientists and astronomers worldwide gathered to analyze the data. Some believed it was just a cosmic phenomenon, perhaps a pulsar emitting regular bursts of energy. But others, including Dr. Mercer, believed Astra was a message from intelligent life. The media picked up on the story, and soon people around the world were buzzing with excitement. The question hung in the air: had we finally made contact with another civilization? After months of research and attempts to decode the signal, Dr. Mercer and his team made a breakthrough. By converting the signal into visual patterns, they found a sequence of symbols like an alien alphabet hidden within Astra. They carefully arranged the symbols, each one revealing a shape or design that hinted at complex ideas. And when they finally cracked the code, they were left with an eerie phrase: "The stars are listening." The world was captivated. People gathered in parks, crowded around big screens, and tuned in on their personal devices, hanging on to every update from Dr. Mercer's team. Who was sending the signal? Why were they listening? And more importantly, what were they waiting to hear? Then an unexpected twist happened. A young mathematician named Layla discovered something unusual about the pattern in Astra. After studying it for days, she noticed that parts of the code seemed to mirror human language, specifically languages from ancient civilizations. It was as if Astra held echoes of old human dialects, Sumerian and Latin, even Sanskrit. This baffled scientists. How could an alien signal contain traces of human languages? While some dismissed it as coincidence, others believed it was a sign that the sender knew about Earth, that they had somehow intercepted human transmissions from the past. The unsettling realization dawned on everyone: these beings, whoever they were, had been listening to humanity for centuries, perhaps even millennia. In a worldwide press conference, Dr. Mercer presented the latest findings to the public. "The stars are listening," he announced, "but they've been listening far longer than we ever suspected. It's possible that our music, our voices, even our very words have been carried across the stars, and someone or something has been collecting them." The revelation sent waves of shock and fascination around the world. People started to wonder about every sound, every broadcast ever sent into space. Yet Earth unwittingly shared its secrets, its wars, its love songs, and its tragedies with these silent watchers. The thought was both thrilling and terrifying, but the biggest surprise was yet to come. As researchers continued decoding Astra, they found hidden layers within the message, almost like a message within a message. Layla discovered what appeared to be coordinates. After intense analysis, it was confirmed Astra was pointing to a specific location in space, a distant star system that matched no known catalog. Dr. Mercer and his team quickly realized that Astra wasn't just a one-way communication, it was an invitation. Governments around the world mobilized, pooling resources to develop a long-distance probe to be sent to the star system. Named Voyager 10, this probe would carry everything from human artifacts to messages in every known language, even recordings of the natural sounds of Earth. Humanity was finally reaching out to the stars, responding to the call that had waited centuries to be answered. As the probe prepared to launch, an even stranger phenomenon occurred. Telescopes across the world detected a strange glow in the direction of Astra's star system, like a distant beacon lighting up. Just as Dr. Mercer had feared, the signal was intensifying. The scientists scrambled to adjust their instruments, and as they listened in, Astra's signal changed. This time, there was no mistaking its meaning. It was clearer, stronger, and repeating three unmistakable words: "They are coming." Panic swept over the observatory, and Dr. Mercer could feel his heart race. "What does that mean?" someone asked. Were the beings coming here? Were they friendly? Or was this a warning? Governments hastily debated whether to cancel the launch, but the decision was already made. Voyager 10 launched into the night sky, carrying Earth's response to the stars. As weeks passed, the world waited in a suspenseful silence. Days turned into months with no further signals from Astra, no signs of anything approaching Earth. People gradually began to believe it was all a cosmic misunderstanding. Maybe Astra was just a signal, nothing more. And then one clear night, a new object appeared in Earth's sky. It was faint at first, but gradually grew brighter, moving in a path that was unmistakably deliberate. Telescopes focused in, and scientists gasped as they saw it, a massive luminous structure unlike anything they had ever seen approaching Earth. The world held its breath as the strange vessel came to a silent halt, orbiting just beyond the moon. People gathered in cities and fields, gazing up, waiting for any sign, any message. Finally, the vessel sent one last transmission, broadcasting unfamiliar tones, but this time the meaning was unmistakable. A calm, steady voice echoed through the airwaves, speaking a single phrase in perfect English: "Stars have heard you." And then, as mysteriously as it had come, the vessel vanished into the night sky, leaving Earth in silence once again.